Hello, my name's Klayton Kelly. I'm from Cornwall, New York, and I graduate with my MBA from Misericordia University in May. I grew up playing sports and tap dancing at my mother's local dance studio. Eventually, I played college football for 5 years at Misericordia. I helped turn around a startup program to competing with the top teams in the conference. In my spare time, I like to travel, listen to hip hop music and podcasts, watch sports with my friends, and I take interest in things like pop culture, art, and fashion. What really attracted me to this opportunity is an opportunity to work with a company like Octagon. You guys are looking for a recent college graduate. I graduate in May. And the opportunity to be the face of a client as well as the face of Octagon is very important to me. I feel like it'll be a great way to get my foot in the door in the business and entertainment world. Another thing is I love to drive. I'm that guy in my friend group who's always driving everywhere. I always have been. I know how to drive stick. I learned how to drive stick when I learned how to drive. I've been driving stick ever since. I was a valet in high school, so I have some knowledge on different types of cars. So I think it'd be really cool to help support your BMW driving programs. A time I had a task that I didn't necessarily want to complete. I tore my ACL my senior year of college. I made the decision to take on the challenge, recover from my surgery, and play a fifth year while I got my master's. I had 8.5 months to fully recover, so that's not as long as it usually takes. So I had to do my own rehab on my own time. I had to do the scheduled rehab that I had with physical trainers. I had to go to mandatory football practices. I had to work, and I had my internship on top of all of my classwork to begin with. So there was a lot of stuff going on, but with some motivation from my physical trainers as well as my coaches and friends, I got through it. This really taught me that even if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, if there's a stone plan set out that shows me what I need to do to complete it, I can do it. It really changed my mindset, to be honest. I think about things a lot differently. At first, it seemed to be the end of the world, and then with a different perspective, it turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to me. Situation where I had to collect information from a lot of people was with my last internship with LRT Sports. So one of their main services is they rate college coaches. It's on their website. It's out of 5. Every division, every sport, every coach is there. So we had a competition with 30 interns in the internship who had to get the most ratings within a 2-week period. There's only 1,500 kids on my campus. This was an online internship, so there were kids from schools all over the country, like Yale, Harvard, Georgetown, Alabama, big campuses. So I was at a disadvantage from the start. I had to get creative, so I reached out to all the captains of the teams at my school. I had them start group texts with their teams where they would send the link with my name attached to it. They would have to fill out the survey and submit an email where I would take all of that information and input it into an Excel sheet. After that, I reached out to friends who went to different colleges and made them talk to the captains of the teams at their schools, and they started group chats like I did. In the end, I did come in second, but for what it's worth, coming from a campus with only 1,500 kids and limited resources, I felt like that was pretty impressive. When I worked my internship with the Hudson Valley Renegades, I had to work for extended periods of time. When there was a homestand, there was 3 to 5 days in a row where I would have to come in at 9 a.m. and wouldn't get to leave until midnight. So these were 12 to 14-hour work days, 3 to 5 days in a row. And it definitely gets overwhelming working for an extended period of time like that. But you get used to it after a while. I like to use my coworkers as motivation and just to keep me sane. I like to create close relationships in the workplace. So I feel like that is vital for us to get along and help each other stay motivated throughout the long days. Thanks a lot for your time. I hope to hear back from you soon.